I had such high expectations of myself, and I felt like everybody else had very high expectations of me. So that put a lot of pressure on me.
The couple I'd like to save is Olivia and Val.
Olivia and Val are safe. Whoa!
All right, Gleb and Mel, I'm obviously very excited to talk to you both, but sad at the same time. I don't think anyone at home was expecting you to be in the bottom two and then going home. How are you guys feeling tonight?
Like
No,
feeling like shit.
really, really, really disappointed. Absolutely gutted. You know, we can say all of the things. Everyone's brilliant. You know, everyone has really gone out there, done great dances, been so entertaining. But we just did not want to go home at this point. We really thought and hoped we'd have a little bit longer in the competition.
I have the best partner ever.
What has the support been like backstage? Because we've talked to a few of the other couples and everyone is just as surprised as us. And I know that they're all
listen, that's the beauty of the competition. That's the realness of the competition. Number one, we're second to last, so it gives a little less time for the public to vote. You know, maybe it's that. But also, listen, it is what it is. Everyone is amazing. Everyone is killing it. The level of dance and the choreography and the production is like out of this world, especially this season. I don't think we've ever had a better cast this season, but this one killed it. I love Olivia and Val. I think both of them doing an amazing job. If I would have to pick, I would probably have to pick us, you know, obviously, and they would probably say the same thing. But again, it's like in a dance competition, when you get to top 10 in the world or top 12 in the world, everyone is good. So it's a matter of a choice, a matter of like, what do you prefer? So Len preferred Val and Olivia, and they're doing an amazing job. They did a great job tonight. I loved it personally. I wish everyone and them as well good luck, you know, the rest of the season. You know, we're going to be rooting for them.
Yeah, and I think it's fair. Len is the head judge, so what he says goes.
Lenny.
He's off my Christmas card list.
Absolutely.
He might not be welcome back in the UK, to be honest. You know, I've always loved this show. I have always been a little bit fearful of doing a show like this, and I think part of it is because there is, you know, you can be vulnerable, you know, and there can be quite an intrusion into your privacy. You know, we're filmed all day, every day in rehearsals, and I'm not used to that environment. We're probably not since the 90s, you know, being a Spice Girl and having cameras follow us around everywhere. So that, you know, was a little bit of a scary thing for me. But I think that the main thing is I feel very proud of myself. And I think because I had such high expectations of myself, and I felt like everybody else had very high expectations of me. So that put a lot of pressure on me. And each week it was really, really difficult to go out there. And I never danced to the best of my ability. But I did it, you know, I got out there and I did it. And I'm proud of myself for that. And I think, you know, I'm 47 and I'm a very experienced performer. And it just goes to show you never stop learning. You know, I think I would get myself so wound up about going out on stage. I think going out as a singer and addressing an audience and being the self, you know, in my comfort zone, I think I'll really appreciate that. I think, you know, sometimes I get nervous when I'm singing, but I think actually pushing myself to do these dances, which was so very new to me, was another level of anxiety. So I just think that's going to make me a better performer in my day job.
Now, Mel C, you are such an inspiration to so many people. You've inspired me since I was 7 years old. How does it feel for you to do a show like this, still being that for so many people? And Gleb, for your part, how has Mel C inspired you as a pro dancer this season?
Listen, the number one for the first couple of weeks, I was like, am I really dancing with Melanie C from the Spice Girls? What? I mean, look, she's the hardest worker in the room, period. We got to do some amazing numbers. I pushed myself with the choreography, the jazz routine that we did. It was insane. It was like, I was out of breath. So every time that we performed, I was actually like, going through it. So it's not like I'm trying to like, lower myself to my celebrity partner. I always like kind of like try to push myself because I had an amazing partner, and I have a friend for life. You killed it.
Now, Mel, you've done the show. Mel B has done it. Emma did Strictly. Who would you nominate next out of your Spice Girls to do the show?
Oh my goodness.
David Beckham.
Do you know what? Victoria is a wonderful dancer. And I don't think you'd ever see her on Dancing with the Stars, but I think she'd do a beautiful job. I released an album last year, which was weird, obviously in the middle of a pandemic. It was received really well. I wasn't able to tour, obviously, with the situation, the way things are. And I'm touring over in the UK and Europe in January and February. But because there's such a huge delay since the release of the album, I have started working on new music. And, that really is my passion. So I'm hoping to be releasing, it's so great now, the way that we consume music digitally, it makes it so accessible and so quick to get that music out to everybody across the globe. So that's where I'll be putting all of my energy.